Hi friends, this is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me. This is Highway Blossoms Part 11. 1-1. Poke the Totoro in the upper iCard area to see the rest of the playlist. And beyond that, there's something new. There's something exciting. And it's the background. The Dainty wife was like, you know what we could do? And then we just kind of redid it. Definitely let us know your thoughts. It's really cute, really fun. I love it a lot. Plus it has just like rainbow string lights. Definitely comment below, let us know your thoughts. Also, just say hi to the Dainty wife down there. And beyond that, let's get back into this game. So, Highway Blossoms Part 11. Last time, we finally got gay. Finally. So, after getting 2 boxes of treasure? 2 boxes of treasure. Which, wow. They head off to Angel Landing, which is disappointing because of all of the cloud cover. But then Amber shows Marina the light of s'mores. They go on more hikes because that's the way they do awkward gay bonding. And they finally kiss. And then they talk about being girlfriends. And Marina's never had a girlfriend before. So it's gotten cute. We'll see how it goes. Plus, Amber's already calling her babe. So, let's play. Boop. Load me a gay. Yeah. Let's see, what was right before that? Yeah. And then, that was the kiss, right? Over sunset. Aww. Oh, that's right, my recording failed. So, yeah, ignore a little bit of what I just told you, because it's gonna come out here. Oh god, why? What have I done? Her back is turned to me like mine is to hers. I claw my nails deeper into the scratchy couch fabric and stick my gaze on the floor. Please end me now. It was silent after we did that. Nice silence, a blissful release of silence. But as we walked back, and terror started to stink in, I think she felt it too. I listened to the buzz of the generator and stared at the patch of artificial light on the wall. Stupid little box is making fun of me, I swear.
So, what now?
Oh. Funny, that's the same thing I asked when we found the treasure, except she sounds even more hopeless and confused than I did. Bringing my legs to my chest, I bundled my arms around them and put on a nervous smirk.
We could always go hiking again.
She throws a mock slap at my shoulder, feigning a huffy voice.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Oh. The heavy embarrassment in the air melts away into something a little more comfortable as we both manage to laugh at my perviness. Hey. That was a noise. Marina lets out a whiny cry and slides against the couch.
But seriously, what are we gonna do? About what? About everything. The treasure, home.
Yes.
Us.
There we go. My heart tightens like she's squeezing it.
Did you not? No, I did.
I
do.
Oh?
I just don't know.
She turns to me, her eyes pleading like she's looking for answers. There's no doubt I'm responsible for those eyes. Feeling a fierce sense of responsibility, I shoot up and march to the center console.
Amber? Hold on.
Open the console, but don't bother digging around. I know exactly where these are. 2 irreplaceable pieces of paper. Stopping in front of the couch, my voice darkens.
I'll be using my half of the treasure to pay for Gramps' hospital and funeral expenses.
That's fair. Very, very fair.
But before I do that, I still need to go to the music festival.
I offer her one of the tickets. Unsure, she gently tugs it from my hand and begins reading.
If you want to, you can go with me. Might give you a little extra time to think about things.
Aw. My voice softens.
About everything.
Aw.
The festival? Me?
Up to you, babe.
Babe. I flop back on the couch, holding the ticket over my eyes to block the light.
Oh?
Oh, crap. There you go. She peels the ticket off halfway and peeks through, revealing an amused grin.
So I'm babe now, huh?
There we go. On her knees, hands and knees, Marina crawls. On her hands and knees, Marina crawls ever so closer, while I scramble to turn and hide my face.
Shut up. It was an accident.
And now I'm back to where I started, mortified and embarrassed.
Amber.
Her voice is like a melody.
Shut up.
Amber.
There we go.
I said shut up.
Oh, Amber.
What?
A tank engine plows into my back, followed by soft, gentle arms wrapping around my neck as she rests her head against mine.
Thank you.
Oh, my shoulders relax, embracing her. In turn, I rest my head on hers too. A head sandwich.
Sure thing, kiddo.
Oh, that was cute. Once we're quiet, the awkwardness sets in again, where I don't know if I should be saying something to fill the silence or I should leave it be. Is she thinking the same thing? Is she also worried? Then communicate. Talk. Jeez. I sneak glance after worried glance down, but I can't see her face. Her hands wander around like she doesn't know what to do. She touches her face, then scratches her leg, peeks at a fold in her shirt, pops her knuckles. That's like extended awkward. At a certain point, you just grab her hand and then wrap it around your waist. And then you're fine. So she is nervous. Yeah.
Hey.
The top of her head bumps my chin as she flinches.
Hey.
You good?
Yeah.
You don't seem good.
No, I am sorry. I'm just...
Rather than hurry her along, like I always sometimes do, I wait for her to find the words.
just worried, I guess. I know you have, but I've never had a girlfriend before.
I start to say something, but she hurriedly cuts me off.
I don't mean it like that. Well, I do, but I've also never had a boyfriend before. Not a real one, anyway.
You had a fake boyfriend, though?
That is a question.
Barely. Like, in middle school, there was this guy who asked if I'd be his girlfriend, and I said okay. But then the next day, he said his mom told him he wasn't allowed.
Oh.
You
Sorry.
had a fake boyfriend, though?
Barely. Like, in middle school, there was this guy who asked if I'd be his girlfriend, and I said okay. But then the next day, he said his mom told him he wasn't allowed to have a girlfriend, so we broke up.
Sounds brutal.
Right? And then junior year of high school, I kind of dated this guy for like a month, but I didn't really like him. My friends just wanted me to.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's screwed up.
Yeah.
I don't know, not really. They weren't trying to be mean or anything, and he wasn't a bad person. He was just boring. Like, for our first date, we went to dinner and a movie. But dinner was just fast food, and he spilled ketchup all over himself.
Lol.
And I don't even remember what movie we saw. He put his arm around the back of my chair, and I thought he was trying to put his arm around me, so I kind of got closer, but nope. He just kept it there.
That's awkward. That's very awkward.
Like he was just stretching.
She giggles at the memory.
Honestly, I'd forgotten about all that until now. That's how not a real boyfriend he was.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm glad that right now things seem normal. Maybe if she's talking, she forgets about being worried.
Well, I've never had a boyfriend.
Point! Marina punches me in the shoulder.
You know what I meant. I could have guessed that much.
Hey now, I'm just being clear. But yeah, I've had other girlfriends.
It isn't bad manners to talk about this, especially early in a relationship. No, it's fine. Talk about things. She asks, though.
They counted, though it wasn't really anything serious either. By the time I was old enough for a serious relationship, I was too busy with taking care of Gramps to focus on one. But at least no one's mom ever told them they had to break up with me.
Whoa, that was a jab.
Listen, it was hard when I was 12. For like a day or two.
I'll bet. Anyway, yeah, there was this girl I was with through a chunk of high school. We broke up in junior year, I think. She wanted to focus on school. She ended up getting a full ride to a nice college, so I guess she made the right call.
Nice. Marina doesn't miss a beat.
Nah, it was her loss.
Aww. I shift to free my arm, then press against Marina's side, and instead wrap it around her. At first I feel her tense up, but then she gradually relaxes until most of her weight rests on me.
So, Amber?
She doesn't answer.
Mare?
Mare?
Sorry, never mind.
She looks up and smiles at me, and I smile back. Maybe it's better not to think too much now, or ask too many questions. It's just the two of us being happy with each other, not minding that we're both sweaty and kind of gross right now, or that we haven't eaten in hours. Or so I think. It isn't long before she yawns and looks up at me apologetically.
Oops.
It's okay. I'm kind of tired too.
I'm not. I'm too excited still. But I don't want her to feel bad about going to bed. Plus, we did a lot of hiking today. I unwind my arm from around her and switch my hands. Switch which hand holds hers. You were holding hands that whole time? No wonder you're sweaty. So that we can stand up. Wait, you held hands while standing up. That's a feat. Okay, she's fidgety again, shifting your weight from foot to foot. Well, I guess it'll take some getting used to, for both of us. I let go of her hand, which falls limply back to her side, like she lost control of it. Looking me in the eye, I can tell she's waiting for me to do or say something. Take a step closer, closing the distance between us.
Well, good night.
And then I lean in and kiss her again. Briefly, even though she doesn't even really have time to react before I pull away. She blinks twice, then rubs her lips and smiles.
Good night.
She walks backwards away from me, still smiling, and I'm grinning like an idiot too, of course. I'm tempted, so tempted, to invite her to sleep in my bed, just to be close to her still. But I don't, since she's still so nervous and unsure. I don't want to make that harder for her. That's thoughtful. I lick my lips as I go to turn off the lights, still tasting the sweetness of her on them. She's not a lollipop. Well, never mind. As I climb into bed, listening for the sounds of her breathing, I don't expect to get much sleep of my own tonight. Hey, that was a chapter. There we go. What now? Do we, follow them to... Okay. So, do we follow them all the way up to the concert, or when do we return Mariah's stuff? And do we have a contact for Mariah? Because we literally have her hiking boots. Like, yeah, we borrowed some stuff, but geez. To me, it sounds like we critically hindered their investigation. Sleeping on it is supposed to help you with tough decisions, or with big changes, but that's hard when you can't pass out in the first place. Thoughts of Marina, and of Gramps, and of things changing, and of things staying the same, all brewed together to keep me awake, just like the coffee is right now. When I got up this morning, first thing I felt was surprise when I'd managed to fall asleep at all. 3 hours I got must have snuck up on me. I drain another cup of coffee, number 4, and the last one from this pot. I dump another several grounds in to the coffee maker and start a new batch. I got to see the sunrise, which even I usually sleep through. Out here in the middle of nowhere with no light pollution, the sky was vivid. Shards of jagged pink tearing into the blue. I nearly dozed off again just watching it. Maybe someday I'll get to watch it with Marina. Someday, when I wake up early again, and if she managed to get their lazy ass out of bed. Lazy but cute. Yesterday's events replay in my mind for the umpteenth time, and with them come a swirl of emotions that feel like stomachache and a high both at once. Things finally started to feel normal between us again. Kissing Marina at the Valley of Fire. Her leaning into it, wondering if I should stop. Her not letting me. Sitting close on the couch, not asking any questions, not answering them either. Wondering if I should. Ugh. It's too early for this. Familiar ping of the coffee maker tells me that I've zoned out for a few minutes now. Smashing my fists into my eyes, I try to rub the sleepiness out. Not the best idea. Movement from the back of the RV means that I might have woken Marina up. I can hear the sound of her bed creaking, and of the covers being thrown back. Feel strange, nervous elation. She appears in the hallway, looking bedraggled.
Good morning.
She groans like a zombie and stumbles towards me.
Want some coffee?
A stiff head nod. Smiling, I prepare her a cup. It's only half coffee. The other half is a boatload of sugar and creamer that neither Gramps nor I ever drank. Don't even know why we had it, but it's not expired. How? Like, Gramps has been gone for a while, and you weren't using this motorhome. How is it not expired? Did you buy it purposely for this trip? When she reaches me, Marina leans into me. Sort of falls, really, crouching against my shoulder.
Hey, careful!
Bit of coffee sloshes out of the mug and onto my hand. I don't mind. She takes the drink and a couple small sips. Aww. Minor bliss replaces her glazed expression.
Good?
Good.
No.
There's hardly any coffee in it, you know.
It's okay, she runs on sugar and milk.
Just the way I like it.
I wonder if she had a hard time falling asleep like I did, but I'm hesitant to ask. Afraid she'd say no. Why don't you just ask her how was your sleep? Literally, just ask. Say, hey, how was your sleep? How'd you sleep? Feeling good? Afraid she'd say yes. Why are you afraid of if she slept or not? Just because you were so riled up doesn't mean that she needs to be. She probably was. So I just sit down, and she takes a spot next to me. We both quietly sip our coffee as she rejoins the land of the living. Once she finishes her first cup, she's alert enough for a conversation.
Sleep okay?
There you go. Just say yes. That's all you need to say. I figure that's safer than flat out asking.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda? Just ask kinda?
Kinda.
There we go. Good job, Amber. You're on the script for now. She trails off. Maybe I gave her alertness too much credit.
I forgot what I was just saying.
Oh. I laugh and stand up.
Don't worry about it.
Marina mumbles something incoherent.
What was that?
She clears her throat.
Sorry, I asked if you slept alright.
Took me a while to fall asleep, but after that, yeah.
It's not strictly a lie. Eyes half closed, Marina smiles thinly.
Good.
I turn around so she doesn't see how preoccupied I am, and guess that's on my mind. What's on my mind? Whatever it is I'm dealing with, it's not her problem. I don't want her to worry about me. Why? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kings, queens, and in-betweens, please, for all sake, talk. Just communicate. It literally solves so many issues, and it's the one thing that we're way better at than cis heteronormative people, is because of the fact that we literally have to communicate to, one, find each other, and then two, see if we like each other, or if we're within the realm of like each other. So we inherently are a little bit better at communication. Lean into the communication. Jeez. The floor creaks as Marina stands up too, but I don't face her.
So, where are we going today?
No idea. We have a few days before the show. Anything you want to see?
Whatever it is, I'll make the trip.
We're not very far from Las Vegas, right?
Are you going to Vegas?
Not at all. It's just a couple hours.
Let's go there!
And park the camper where? Finally, I meet her eyes again. The smile on her face is pure and earnest. Can't help but return it.
Sure, that sounds like fun.
And she hugs me. Her warm figure is pressed close against mine. She smells like my shampoo. I wrap my arms around her and hold her close. Just for a second, everything feels right, like it's all gonna work out. I realize how badly I want it to. I squeeze tight and then pull away.
What was that for?
Just felt like it.
Duh. Worry creases her face.
Should I not?
Oh.
Nah, you definitely should.
Oh.
Go get dressed and I'll get us on the road. You cool with waiting to eat until we get there?
Yeah.
Cool. There are a million buffets and exotic restaurants there, so we can find something good.
Nice.
I like Las Vegas already.
Torque.
I gently push her towards the back to go get ready. She sticks her tongue out over her shoulder as she goes. Watching, I rub my temple before climbing into the front seat. I'm looking forward to this, and I know Marina is too. But why does it feel like I'm doing something wrong? For a long moment, I just press my forehead against the steering wheel, not thinking much of anything. The sound of Marina's approaching footsteps makes me sit up, and I put a smile on as she hops into her spot.
Ready?
Her spot. Just underline that. Her spot.
Yep.
Here we go then.
As we head out towards the highway. Oh, and we head out towards the highway. Meh. Las Vegas appears on the horizon far before we actually reach it. Clusters of generic skyscrapers are interspersed with the world-famous casinos, which come in many shapes and sizes. Some are indistinguishable from the tall banks and offices around them, except for gaudy logos and signs. Others are constructed to look like a pyramid, or a Roman palace, or a medieval castle. There's a distinct clash where some buildings are striking and clean looking, as if they'd been completed yesterday, But then just beside them is a sad-looking place with faded paint and signs that aren't supposed to be flickering. As we enter the city limits, we suddenly surrounded by the noise of traffic and the smell of exhaust. Exiting the highway was like crossing the boundary to another world. Marina drinks it all in.
Oh, what's that one? The super tall one.
She points through the windshield. Even though it's impossible to follow her finger, I know which one she's talking about.
That's the Stratosphere. I think it's one of the tallest buildings in the country.
Whoa.
We're still miles out, but she already seems to be infatuated with the city. Her eyes are so wide, and so is her mouth.
It's even cooler up close.
I never knew cities could be this huge.
Did you not go to a city? I keep forgetting that she's never been out of New Mexico. Sure, there was a couple decently sized cities there, but nothing this impressive. Oh, my love. You've been neglected. No s'mores, no city. Honeybee, we gotta fix this. I'm excited for her to experience all this for the first time. With me.
Honestly, Las Vegas is kind of on the small side. At least compared to places like New York or Chicago.
It's fair. I've never been to Chicago, but I definitely want to.
Seriously? That's insane. I can't imagine that many people in one place.
Yeah, it's too many people.
What about your house?
She giggles.
That's pretty close.
She reminds me of a puppy straining against its leash as she whips between looking at the windshield and out the passenger side window. To me, the part of the city that we're in looks like any other downtown area, so I'm not impressed. Once we get to the Strip, where all the really famous casinos are located, it'll be different. But first, I have another destination in mind.
So, Mare,
Yeah?
ever heard of the World Carnival Buffet at the Rio?
I've never heard of it.
I don't think so. Should I?
Well, if you like food, it's pretty much the greatest place on earth. They have, like, everything imaginable to eat, and lots of stuff that you can't imagine either.
Somehow, her eyes get even wider.
I want to try it all.
Pretty sure you'll change your mind when you see some of it. But that's the spirit.
That's really sweet.
Are we going there now?
Hell yeah, we are. I'm starving.
Me too.
And she grabs my free hand, the one that isn't on the steering wheel. My heart leaps in my throat. Since we're at a red light, I catch her eye and she smiles, though her face is a little red. Smile back, but then face forward. Our hands hang limply between our seats. It isn't long before our palms are moist with sweat. I don't know whose. Her hand is so soft, like she treats it with lotion or something. So I know that's not the case. Smooth like a baby's. That's weird. Weird thought there, Amber. Makes me a little self-conscious of my chewed fingernails and chronically dry skin. Wonder that I'm gonna gross her out or she'll pull away or something.
Is this okay?
Stop being worried. She's obviously liking you.
Huh?
Maybe I was getting a little too distracted.
Is what?
She raises our linked hands.
This.
Oh.
You just seemed kinda... Like, I mean, I can not if you...
No, it's fine. Seriously.
Oh, come on, Amber. Talking louder than I need to, flustered as I try to backpedal. She doesn't look convinced.
Okay, sorry, I'm still... not really.
It's fine. You're fine, really. I'm the one who should be sorry. I'm not usually this weird in a relationship.
Now she looks almost offended. Crap.
Not like that. I just mean...
A blaring honk from behind reminds me that I'm sitting stopped at a green light. The middle of traffic isn't the best place for this conversation. Breathing deeply as we pull ahead, I try to collect my thoughts.
Sorry, again. I just have a lot on my mind. Because I like you. I really do. You know that really freaking well by now.
No, she doesn't. You haven't said anything. Oh my goodness. She smiles, though she's still looking down and our hands are still together. And this is such an awkward time and place to be talking about this.
So it's my bad if I'm being weird or whatever. But being with a girl I met on the side of the road is a new one. Even for me, you know?
Finally, she laughs.
Yeah, I guess it's a little weird.
I feel like I can still hear a slight quiver in her voice, but I might be imagining it. So I squeeze her hand tightly. Immediately, she squeezes back. I only have the vague idea of the direction I need to be driving. Fortunately, it isn't too long until the Rio comes into view, looming large a few miles away. We pull into the parking lot near the back, where the only open spaces are left. It's pleasantly warm outside. I hear stories of people's shoes melting on the asphalt during the summer, but for now, the weather's perfect. As we cross through the parking lot towards the casino, Marina takes my hand yet again. I can feel my heart rate accelerate, but I squeeze her fingers all the same. Alright. The first few steps are sensory overload. A million different sounds and a billion different lights all pour from the sea of slot machines. Even at lunchtime on a Thursday, the majority are occupied. Oh my god, her face. Look at Marina's face. We both take a second, frozen in place, to try and process it all. It isn't even my first time in the casino, but I'm overwhelmed just like Marina is. She is overwhelmed for a much different reason than you are, Amber. I can see the reflections of a game in her eyes, like a cartoon character thinking of money.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Is this one of the most popular casinos?
Nah.
Not even close. Like, it's big, but it's not the biggest.
Whoa.
I tug her forward.
Come on, we'll have tons of time to gawk with food in our stomachs.
The mention of food steadies her steps. Giant overhead signs direct to the way to the buffet. They must be visible from any part of the building. If this place is famous for something besides food, I don't know why it is. We can smell it before we can see it, even despite the stench of cigarettes and BO that are pretty strong here. It doesn't smell like any one particular food item, but rather lots and lots of them. Guided by our stomachs, we half run towards the buffet. The line to get in is small, since we got here so early. Marina hops up and down, trying to peek over the head of the ball guy in front of us.
Can you see anything?
Barely. It looks like it goes on forever.
Good.
I practically threw my card at the attendant. It reminds me of paying to enter an amusement park, and I'm just as excited. Well, we're let through the small gate and into heaven. Rows upon rows of stations form a small maze into a massive room. Deep bins full of food, fried or grilled or baked or roasted, fill nearly every inch of space in each station. Marina and I grab plates from the tall stacks nearby.
Meet you in the dining room?
She nods, already distracted, and heads straight for the desserts. I load my plate with a slice of prime rib, 2 rolls, a scoop of mashed potatoes. I pour gravy over them, letting it run down and soak into everything else. Yeah, it seems like you have quite the mix there. For good measure, I throw on a pair of chicken wings from a nearby basket. They're so fresh I can see the steam coming off of them. Gonna need a second plate. Grab one from another pile, toss a small piece of salmon, some pot stickers from the Asian section, large spoonful of some sort of casserole. Can't even guess what it is, but it looks good. Everything looks good. Solely because I can't fit more food on my plates, I head to the dining area and pick a seat where Marina will be able to find me easily. Sure enough, she emerges just a minute later, carrying 2 plates like I did.
Wow. You weren't kidding about trying everything.
Except big portions of the few things I got, Marina has 1 or 2 bites from a couple dozen dishes. Or if only half of them are cakes and other sweets.
When in Rome, you know?
Yes. I slice off a bit of steak and close my eyes in ecstasy while I chew. It's divine. Holy cow. Barely balancing her plates as she slides into the seat beside me, Marina bumps against my shoulder as she gets situated. I almost send a fork full of potatoes into her lap.
Oops, my bad.
In retaliation, I spear a bit of chicken from her plate, swimming in an Asian sauce.
No fear!
It's double fair.
That doesn't even make sense.
After that, she finally gets to take her first bite, and she melts, just like me. Her eyes roll back into her head while she chews.
I don't even remember what this is, but it's amazing.
She scoops up another fork full of what looks to be some kind of barbecue brisket and holds it towards me.
Try it.
I open my mouth and she gets the fork in. I pull back to chew. It's got a nice smoky flavor.
That is good.
Right? I almost want to go get a whole plate of just that.
Then she tries the baked chicken that she has next to it.
Wait, never mind. This is even better.
There's distinct lack of vegetables on both of her plates, but she seems to enjoy everything that she's got. Every bite results in some statement about how it's the best thing out so far.
Did you get any of this?
Gesture towards the slice of steak that I've almost finished.
Okay, open up.
Oh! She dutifully opens her mouth while I cut a bite for her. It's the best part, right near the edge where all the flavor is. It's a little awkward to be feeding her like this, but no one pays any attention to us. I don't know, you just ate from her fork. Like, don't mind me gay shifting. Like, yes, it's a little awkward, but, like, you literally just ate from her fork. Honeybee. When she swallows, she sits still. Very slowly, she opens her eyes again.
That was literally the best thing I've ever eaten.
Yep.
You've said that like 20 times so far.
I mean it this time. That was illegally good.
Illegally good.
Now that doesn't make any sense.
It makes double sense.
Get it, Marina. We laugh.
Gramps always used to say that the best place to get a steak was at buffets like this. Not because they're always better, but because you can just go up and get slice after slice.
Yeah.
Although, he's the only person I've met who could eat more than one.
No, that's totally what I would do, is go up, get slice after slice after slice after slice. Yeah, I had a lot. It was like the only reason I would ever go to a buffet. Marina chuckles with me, but it's nervous sounding.
I used to tease him for it. No one should be able to eat that much meat.
False.
He would always complain about him being too done. He cooked his own steaks to be kind of medium rare. Closer to rare.
Rare. Just rare and bloody, all the way for me. The farther you cook them, the more done they are, the more it's harder to just chew and get through the meat. Especially at places like buffets, because it's not the best cut of meats that you're getting. Anyways.
Gross.
Don't tell me you eat yours well done. Marina, I don't know if we can still be together.
She looks pained.
I'm just kidding, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But don't joke. But it doesn't sound like it. Shut up. Probably not a good idea to talk about Gramps too much either. Our plates are mostly empty, and I look back at the serving area dubiously.
Round 2?
She thinks about it, then shakes her head.
I think I'd explode if I ate much more.
Yeah, same.
There's a soft flutter against my cheek as Marina leans over and kisses it.
Thank you for bringing me.
Aww.
Yeah, no problem.
I intently examine the hard plastic bench I'm sitting on. Too long passes by before I talk again.
So are you ready to go?
Oh, sure.
I can tell how on it she is again. Good going, Amber. Nice. I launched to my feet.
Just leave the dishes on the table. Someone will come by and clean them up.
Yeah, but there's also bins that you can go and take yourself. I have no idea if that's true. There we go. I start to leave, expecting Marina to follow me.
Amber!
But I turn around. She's still in the process of getting
Wait
up.
for me!
First, she has to brush her face with a napkin, then she drains the glass of orange juice she was drinking. Then she scoots out of the booth and hurries towards me.
Are you alright?
No, she's not okay. She's in gay panic mode.
Yeah, sorry. Just felt kind of nauseous for a second. Probably ate too much.
Oh.
I doubt she's buying it. From the corner of my eye, I see her reach toward my hand, but she seems to think better of it and lets hers fall back to her side. I grab it myself as I lead the way out of the casino. Outside, I take Maria's hand, but it feels limp inside my own. I let her lead the way down the street towards the busiest part of the city. Sometimes stuff on the side catches your eye. Brightly colored sports cars that probably belong to millionaires pass by us pretty frequently. There's also people in bike-drawn carriages and double-decker buses. Besides people, the buildings themselves are all compete to stand out. Almost every storefront has something neon, flashing to get you to take a look at it. Toy stores, restaurants, sex shops, and more all vie for real estate. Within 2-block radius, you could probably buy anything you ever wanted. Maybe a half-mile ahead of us on the other side of the road, there are a few street vendors on the sidewalk. They have awnings set up to shade themselves and their merchandise, though it's too far away to see what they're selling. Marina spots them and points.
Ooh, let's go look!
But then in her excitement, it vanishes.
I mean, if you want to.
Oh, what's happening? Talk!
Yeah, let's check it out.
With a hopeful smile, Marina starts to run. A red light at the crosswalk makes her stop, not too far ahead, though. I catch up just in time for the light to change. Before she can dart away, I take Marina's hand. She doesn't object, but searches my face. So I smile and she smiles back. I let her pull me to the vendor. She seems to be selling a little bit of everything. T-shirts cover most of the wire rack that serves as a wall. There's also bins of buttons, keychains, and other small trinkets. Cool. One bin is full of tiny soapstone animal carvings. Those are what Marina goes for. That sounds right. I ignore the vendor and his Weasley small talk, refusing to be conned into buying tons of junk. After a minute, Marina selects a little stone coyote. I pay $5 for it, practically a robbery. We start down the road again, with Marina inspecting her new treasure.
Why a coyote?
I thought she was the cutest. Look at the way the color changes here.
Oh. She holds a little trinket up by her nose. By my nose. There's a spot where the color changes from brown to a milky white on one side of its face.
That is pretty.
Plus, wolves are pretty much my favorite animal, and coyotes are close enough.
I can't say no to that. That's actually true. Coyotes are a different species, but technically they can actually interbreed. That was a big problem in North Carolina, was that the native red wolves were mating with coyotes and making hybrids.
Yeah? Have you ever seen a live wolf?
Yes.
No, I wish. You?
At Yellowstone a couple years ago, yeah. I begged Gramps to take me.
As soon as I mention Graham's name, I see Marina's eyes flit towards mine.
What else do they have there?
All kinds of stuff. Wolves, bears, buffalo, elk, deer. Pretty much any kind of forest animal.
And they just wander around, right?
Yeah, there are even places where you can feed some of them out of your car.
What about the meat eaters, like wolves and stuff?
There are spots where you can see them, but you can't feed them. They're still wild animals. It's not a zoo or anything.
I want to go there someday.
Well, luckily you were picked up on the side of the road by your handy-dandy motorhome lesbian.
I'll take you to see him sometime. It's a cool place.
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Try to play it off like it's no big deal to me, but talk about future plans. Anything that would happen after the festival ignites a sense of uncertainty in my chest. The way her eyes light up when I promise to take her both soothes and agitates the feeling. No matter what, I'm happy that she's happy. That's the right way of thinking about that. With that, I think I'm going to be stopping here for the day. I appreciate you hanging out with me. It's definitely gotten cute, but it's gotten awkward, so I don't know where this is going. Anyways, comment and let Dainty Wife know how the background looks, and beyond that, I will see you next time after you subscribe, because that's the only way you can come back. Well, technically, you can come back from searching, like you probably did for this one. Hey, don't worry about it. Anyway, love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.